Hello everyone, it's good to see you all once again. We had some technical difficulties the other night and I was feeling quite unwell. I've started a new medication recently and just had a lot of changes. I also made some changes to my diet, which probably really impacted a lot of my health there with that. So we're getting back into the swing of things. I know our last stream also, we had some technical difficulties which we couldn't overcome due to really it was like the internet provider. So we had a good little run for a couple of minutes and then everything kind of just started cutting out. And I couldn't stream very well. Couldn't even play the games. So with that out of the way, tonight is a little bit different. As you can see, I'm just kind of getting back into the swing of things. This is not my usual setup or kind of aesthetic. So I hope that's fine with you all. Not much has changed. I'm still wearing black. It's just not as dark. Today's going to be a little bit of a cozy stream. I'm still going to do our daily devotional time. I make that a priority no matter what. Again, I think it's important that we give our time to God. You know, we have to be very thankful that we draw breath, that He's so willing to love us and forgive us and lead us and guide us and take the time that He does, you know, with us to help us grow and become better people. And anyway, I'm just very thankful, and I like to share that with you all and make sure that, you know, we put our focus on what's most important in our lives. And that might not be the most important thing to you, but that's a discussion I'm happy to have with you. You know, if that's something you want to explore, if you're watching, you don't really know who Christ is, you just know what God is based on what social media tells you, what other people tell you, you know. There's a lot of misgivings. I would say there's a lot of misgivings even inside the church about what it was. I had a lot of misgivings growing up, you know. I was very much one of the Pharisees. I did everything by the book. I did everything right. And what came with that was like a very haughty spirit, very damaging. It was damaging to my own soul, my own spirit. You know, it was very hurtful. I was a bit of a perfectionist. That led me to seeing my own imperfection and despising myself for it. And that was thankfully very early on in my life. And the realization that came with that was, you know, for that grace, that salvation comes through grace alone, that it's not something we earn, that we fight for, you know, we love because He first loved us. We give because He first gave to us. We forgive, you know, we are honest. We are all these things because He was first it to us, even when we didn't deserve it. And so, you know, even people who try to live their best life and don't do all the other problems, you know, can come with a prideful spirit, you know, and that can just be really detrimental not only to the self but to everyone around. So with that out of the way, we're going to get into our devotional time. When we did finish off, I'm not sure if it recorded right on here, but I know that my device recorded it, so you can look for uploads on YouTube now, and Rumble. I believe I've scheduled them out like a week ahead, and kind of cut it up so you can listen to just the devotional periods, or watch just the gameplay periods, kind of mildly edited. I haven't taken some time to prepare out, but I've got at least like a month's worth of videos lined up, so you can always go onto the channel, subscribe, and you'll get everything kind of cut up in that way. It uploads every other day, so you'll get devotionals one day, gameplay the next. That just gives me time to work on some other things that I've got in mind. I want to do some animations and other things of that nature. I think it'd be a lot of fun. All the art that you kind of see, I did the Raven here on this channel, and then I did all of the artwork on like the YouTube thumbnails and all of that. So I do some digital art on the side, and I've done some animation in the past, and kind of want to get back into it. But it takes time. It takes a lot of time and a lot of patience to do, especially for one single animator who's a little rusty. So, all right, getting back into it. We're going to go into Luke 12, so I'm going to mute our music. All right. Luke 12. In the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trode one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, Beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall be known. Therefore whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him which after he hath killed hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 farthings, and not one of them is forgotten before God? But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men, him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of God. But he that But he that denieth me before men shall be denied before the angels of God. And whosoever shall speak a word against the Son of Man, it shall be forgiven him. But unto him that blasphemeth against the Holy Ghost, it shall not be forgiven. And when they bring you unto the synagogues and unto magistrates and powers, take ye no thought, how or what thing ye shall answer, or what ye shall say. For the Holy Ghost shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say. And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother, that he divide the inheritance with me. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? And he said unto them, Take heed, and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consisteth... Oh, I'm stumbling over my words tonight. Let's try this again. And he said unto them, Take heed, and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do, because I have no room where to bestow my fruits? And he said, This will I do. I will put down my barns, and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be, which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself, and is not rich toward God. And he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouses nor barn, and God feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? And which of you, with taking thought, can add to his stature 1 cubit? If ye then be not able to do that thing which is least, why take ye thought for the rest? Consider the lilies how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you, that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. If then God so clothe the grass, which is today in the field, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? And seek not ye what ye shall eat, nor what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, and give alms. Provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning, and ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself, and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. And this know, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched, and not have suffered his house to be broken through. Be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh at an hour which ye think not. Then Peter said unto him, Lord, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? And the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. And if that servant say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink, and to be drunk, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant, which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not, and did commit things worthy of stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be already kindled? But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straitened till it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And he said also to the people, When ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, There cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, There will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the faces of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? Yea, and why even of yourselves judge ye not what is right? When thou goest with thine adversary to the magistrate, as thou art in the way, give diligence that thou mayest be delivered from him, lest he held thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and the officer cast thee into prison. I tell thee, thou shalt not depart thence till thou hast paid the very last mite. All right. So, with that was the conclusion of Luke 11. I'm not sure if I said Luke 10 earlier, but it was Luke 11 that we were going through, right? Or was that Luke 12? Luke 12. Very confused and muddled. Still getting back on track. I've had a couple of sleepless nights, so that's part of the kind of the issues I was having as well. So thank you for your patience with me. All right, we're going to pray, and then we're going to take a quick break while I set up for gameplay. Again, it's going to be a cozy kind of night. We're going to go through Lord of the Rings online and probably just mine some copper, make some stuff for new players, quest a little bit. But it'll be a cozy journey, so feel free to join along with me as we go on. All right. Father, we thank you and praise you for all things. We thank you for your love, for your forgiveness. We thank you that you always care for us, Father, even when we don't deserve it. We thank you for the breath in our lungs, that we get to live each day, an opportunity for you, for your name and your kingdom. And we thank you, Father, for the treasure that you store for us in heaven, that one day we might enjoy the rest there with you and with each other. We thank you again for this wonderful night, or this wonderful day, wherever we're at this time. And we give you all the praise and all the glory. In the name of your Son, amen. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, friends, we're back. Alright. Welcome to Middle Earth. Like I said, cozy stream. We are right now in the Elven starting zone. I was over here, I was actually playing with my oldest son. Yeah, I've got two boys, they're pretty young, still in elementary school. They like to play MMOs and spend time with me. They play games. Sweet, sweet kids. When they're not beating each other. So, very rough and tumble. That's weird.
Greetings to you. What can I do?
Swan fleets. Let's track some copper. See if we can't pass off some stuff on to some new players. Invite them to the kin and such. Oh, notepad. Let's see if I can pull up that notepad. Except my introduction. That's not right. Try that again. Why does it keep typing in that? Oh, it's because my microphone keeps hitting buttons. I'm like, what is happening here? Okay. Copper. See if I can't pass off these items now onto some new players. Got 2 full sets. Erendul. You look like a good person to pass off onto. Erendul. Dual alliance. Boop. It's fun getting to play Santa Claus for people. There's another player to pass some stuff off to. Let's see. Starting to run out of money. I'm selling so much to other people. I have to find a way to start making it back. Alright, what was that person's name? Where'd they go? It's Aaron Will. Where'd the other person run off to? What was their name? Ethos. Let's send to you, Ethos. I like your gear. It's a pretty suit. You were not the person I originally had in mind. But you'll do. Ah, Bamballoon. There we go. That was the person. Bamballoon. Looks good. Let's reorganize the inventory. That's much nicer. Now to hunt more copper. See if we can make some more for new players. Wonder. I haven't been on in a few days. It'd be hilarious if I reached max level just by making stuff for other people. It'd be crazy. Story of the century. Man reaches level 150 by making items for new players. You can see the headlines now. Just like a painting. If you can hear my stomach making weird noises still. I just wonder if that gets picked up on the mic or not. That wild goat looks awfully funny. It's a very red goat. There's usually more copper along this road. I might as well take it down. See what we can find. Aha. Oh, look at that. One there, one over there. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oops. No, I got. Sometimes there's some copper out in this field. And yet sometimes there's not. Let's see. Bad warriors. Barbie bad warriors over here. That's a terrible joke. It's not funny. Har har. There it is. Oop, there it is. Looks like we've got some more nearby. So, yep. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll make lots of new equipment for new players with this. always amazed at how many new characters are coming through. Just because I like the game doesn't mean everyone does. But I'm glad to see that there are so many people giving it a try. Though a lot of it's probably just people making new characters too. Thus, there you are, my friend. I will be sending you something soon. If I can make it. Thought about trying Albion online. I played it a long time ago on mobile, but thought about doing it here on PC. If you've got any game recommendations that you'd like to see me play, or anything of that nature, feel free to send them my way. I'm still going to give Warframe a try. I'm just going to give it time, because I don't know if maybe that was contributing to some of the technical issues we're having, since it's a bit more graphically intensive than say a game like this. It's 18 years old. But thought I'd give this a try and then maybe try out some Warframe again in a little bit. And this is not exactly what you come to watch. Exciting content. It's more like ASMR. I'm going to put you to sleep. Go to sleep. He said ominously. Oof, my goodness. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I think maybe I should do some Baldur's Gate on here. Baldur's Gate 3. Be fun to stream. It looks beautiful on here. Absolutely lovely. Just mining up some copper to make everything have to reload there. Okay. Seeing a fair bit of amethyst going into my inventory. So I'm hoping that we can make some good jewelry for the new players. Rich copper deposit. Take that. Thank you very much. I think I should do some sort of accent on stream. That'd be fun. Would that just be rude? Could do an accent sort of like this. What do you think? What do you think? Or you could go more guttural like this. Just kidding. That was terrible. It's because the pressure's on. I'm trying to be silly in front of a camera. So it's not gonna work. Or I can just be like an old man throughout the entire stream. Yes, stay a while and listen. Been trying to work on a Master Roshi sort of voice and laugh. Can't do it under pressure though. I tried to do it in front of my friends one time while we were playing Dungeons and Dragons together, and then the laugh came out perfectly, mostly incidentally. It was just kind of like spur of the moment, and then I tried to replicate it and could not do it for the life of me. Can't force that one, just gotta let it naturally come out, I guess. Yeah, it's not coming. So that copper is in a very weird spot. How are you supposed to... Is this the secret? We gotta climb a tree. Come on now. Okay. You have to jump. Oh. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Alright. We tried. It's a weird spot for some copper. But we tried. Just a second, I'm going to send a video off to my friend. A very good friend of mine. How do I do this? There we go, copy link. Okay, now I'm having trouble fighting with my phone. Alright, back to it. Should we get into something a little more exciting? Perhaps some questing? We'll go back and forge some gear for the new players. Did promise I would send something over towards that guy Ethos, something like that. Oh, I was gonna say I saw a little arrow over here for some more copper. I'm gonna run by and grab that real quick on our way home. I can see that I'm gonna be on an endless side journey, hunting down more copper. Just trying to get back to what is it? Mossfleet. A little more copper. Good. And over there as well. How many pieces of new gear for new players do you think we can make? It's a lot of copper I found. But I see that there is some copper over there. I'm not gonna go chase it down though. It's definitely going off the intended path. Oh, looky. Right here. Right in front of our faces. Wandering Plainswolf threatens to attack. Who's a Wandering Plainswolf threatening to attack? Can't be me. It must be that person on the horse. Who's that? Verdag. Verdag and Ethos. We're gonna send some gear to them. We're gonna give them a good start. Make sure that we're nice and friendly. Welcome to Middle Earth. Yeah, there's Ethos. Catherine of Mist Hollow. Oh, there's a lot of new players. Oh, is that name taken? Okay. Oh, look at that. Mithril the Wary. Okay, we've got a lot of new players. Let's see if we can make some new gear for them. Holy smokes. That's a lot of people. Okay, I've got my work cut out for me. Hopefully I mined up enough copper. That does not look like it's going to be nearly enough. 51 ingots. It's going to take like 3 ingots per piece. If we're doing it with the jewels, we might just do the regular copper stuff. I mean, it's better than anything they'll get from questing. But then I can get more people. Yeah, let's take a look. If I go over to jewelry and I look at the jewelry, I can make quite a number of jewelry here for the lower level stuff anyway. Let's see what the jewels. 18, 19, 20 pieces. Still, we're gonna reach more people this way, so I think I'd rather reach more people. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. So we're gonna make 2 bracelets per person. So if I make about 4 bracelets. Okay, we'll start with that. We need 2 earrings per person. Holy smokes. Wait, what's happening? Whoa. I said 2. How did he get to be 20? I don't remember hitting make all. Okay, well that is a lot of bracelets. Let's try this again. We'll make 2 earrings, or 4 earrings, so that'll be 2 people. Make 2 necklaces, because you only need 1 necklace per person. And then we'll make 4 rings. Okay, so what do we have left? We have 9 more that we can make. If I make 1 more necklace, 2 more rings, and 2 more earrings. Almost just enough to make another full set. Alright, we'll start with this. Ethos coming your way. Let's make sure he doesn't already have. I mean, he's at a low level. Okay, Ethos. Oh. Ethos. If I can spell. See if I can type. an alliance. We're gonna send him this message, inviting him to join our kinship. And we're gonna send him some gear and let him know if he ever needs help, he can reach out. Considering that they have such a nice outfit on, I'm gonna guess that they're probably not a brand new player. So they might not need all of this, but it's still nice anyway. But I might have to cut out sending so much silver because I'm gonna run out of money. Money must be funny in a rich man's world. Right, Mithrael the Wary. So we're going to compose to Mithrael an alliance. And we're going to send you this message along with these items. It'll go. Alright. A little bit of money, get you started. And some jewelry. Alright. And boop. There we go. Alright, let's see who else. I've got at least one more full set in my inventory. And then I'm gonna have to go hunt some more. Told her of Nagrothand. Quendnose. You seem like a professional player. Got that nice elven look to you. Oh, Ethos disappeared. Bet they just logged off. See if we can find one more person to send this to. I can't remember what that dwarf's name was that ran past us. I could send it to this person. Drop the pits. Villain. They're already level 12. So it's not that I don't want to send them something, but it could be better off with brand new player. What am I doing in here? I have no idea. I just wanted to explore for a minute. Let's look at that. Oh my gosh, that's Moria. Speak friend and enter. Mela. Gandalf says. Okay. I like your look, dude. It's a good fit. Good outfit. Tarragwen of Misthallow. You're level 14. I don't think this gear is going to be for you. It's a little too low level for you. Let's find some new players. New players. Let's see if we can't hunt down that dwarf that went to the next village. We'll mine some copper along the way. Look at all that. Oh, gotta have the right equipment. If you've just joined and are watching on the stream, wondering what we're doing, right now I am mining copper deposits to make jewelry for new players. Yeah, I'm kind of low level myself at 27, but really just having fun, kind of giving other people a good start. Also using it to help potentially recruit some people for the kinship, which is their version of guilds. And that way we can do some live events in the future. Maybe we'll do some live roleplay events in game. Nothing too exciting going on tonight, just kind of hanging out. Feel free to say hello wherever you're watching from. We are streaming on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Twitch. So say hi and I'll read out your message as long as it's appropriate. Keep it appropriate, people. Don't be so dirty. Dirty. Just teasing. We've never had anyone in here so far. Knock on wood. Trying to keep it PG. Should change the track a little. This is kind of cozy. Let's change up the music. Alright, now that we're in the new town, let's see if we can find some people. Send some gifts too. That dwarf that ran this way must be out questing, or there's something not on anymore. Who knows? Oh, we tried. I'm gonna run back and see if we can find some more copper to mine. I see some on the mini map. Neeker Breaker. What's the name of that enemy? It's like a giant grasshopper with 6 legs. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, let's go see if we can make some stuff for people. Gonna get back to Mossfleet. Make some more copper stops along the way, if there's anything. Holy copper, Batman. I see quite a few. If you're watching the stream and you play Lord of the Rings online, feel free to say hi to me anytime in game. You know, you can send me a message, I'll respond to it. Better yet, send a letter. Send a nice letter and I'll read it out. I play on the Peregrine server. Like I said, today's goal is just to make jewelry for new players. It gives a big bonus to their stats and make questing easier. And usually the stuff that you can craft at this level is better than anything you get from the questing up to a certain point. So it's a good little gift to get players started. A little leg up on their journey. Nothing amazing, but a nice friendly gesture nonetheless. Get to play Santa Claus, giving people all the gifts. Or Oprah, if you prefer. You get a jewelry, you get a jewelry, you get a jewelry. Everybody, look under your seats. You've all got jewelry. What's great is it kind of serves as a little memento too, because when you craft something in game, it attaches your name onto the item. It says crafted by. So it's a nice little memento. You're like, ah, yes, you remember that person? Yeah. But I tell you what, Santa needs some elves. Gotta be able to mine up copper, gotta be able to mine up silver. And then, what is it, gold in the next tier up. And so, only so many things I can do by myself. Only so many people I can make stuff for. The person's been standing there a while and they're level 14, but let's check out their year. They do not have any jewelry. You know what, I think they might be Tarragwin of Mist Hollow. So Tarragwin, or maybe it's Tarragwin. That's how I'll remember it. Tarragwin. To Tarragwin. An alliance. Hello, Wanderer. I am Dimitro the Shadow Slayer. I'm sending you a few gifts to help you on your journey. If your equipment is better, feel free to send these on to someone else who might need them. If you ever need assistance, feel free to call on me or join my kinship and become a Shadow Slayer. Hey, there's that dwarf, Verdag. Okay, Verdag first. Verdag's like a brand new player. And then we're going to get to Tarragon. I wish the UI could be scaled up a bit better. Help though if I just drag the bag a little closer, huh? Then I don't have to drag it as far across the screen. That's the ring I already put in. Okay, and necklace and 50 silver. Alright. Let's send that to them. Okay. And then we'll go make some stuff for Tarragon. Let's have some boosted XP going on. For crafting, maybe not. Anyway. Alright, that's done. Let's make some jewelry. We already have a bunch of copper bracelets still. You know what? I can probably even make... Yeah, because they're level 14. This is going to do them a lot better. Alright, we are going to make 2 agate bracelets of morale. An agate necklace of morale. Come on, English. Work with me. An amethyst earring of morale. We'll do 2 of those. And amethyst ring of morale. Class are they? Lore Master. Yeah. Let's do these. Amethyst Ring of Tactics. Cool. Alright, the rest we'll just make some regular items to give out to other people. Copper bracelets, we've got plenty. Copper earrings, let's make 2 of those. Copper necklace, we'll make 1 of those. And copper rings, we'll make 2 of those. Alright. To Tarragon. I'm going to change the title from here on, An Alliance Against the Dark. Because that just seems more intriguing. Catch someone's attention a little more. Okay, that seems good. So So we'll send that to her. We already sent the dwarf, Verdag, something. I wonder if he's checked his mail yet. We gotta find someone else to send some gifts to now. There was a whole lot of people here at one time earlier, and then they all just vanished. A great big influx of people. And then they were gone. Going back to accents. Let's play around. Let's see what kind of accents we can come up with. We can do like a, I don't know, European Slavic sort of accent maybe. Be like, my name is Dimitrov. I am coming at you from somewhere in the Slavic countries. Yes? Something like that. Maybe I don't have the accent down all the way, but it's fun nonetheless. Or I could be from Scotland and you can hardly tell what I'm saying sometimes because my words go together like that. Joking at the back of the throat, right? Something like that. Deep Scottish accent. And if you're Scottish and you're watching this and that's not a Scottish accent, then that's my bad. Just having a bit of fun. A wee bit of fun. Anyway. I do my Irish accent, and that's where I'm coming from. Sometimes I can talk in this accent and then I get stuck in it. And I can't really say that's strictly Irish. Of course, I've got some issues, some kinks to work out. I actually use it for a halfling character I play in Dungeons and Dragons. He's a sassy little cheeky fella. Play a warlock with him. He was a scribe. Happened to find a magic blade enchanted by a goddess. And his whole theme, the shtick behind his story was that he was the delivery boy of an Excalibur equivalent. Like, you know, like King Arthur's blade Excalibur. But he was set to deliver the blade to the King Arthur-like character. And so he was on a quest to find who that would be, because he wasn't given any direction. So he'd just come up all tired and haggard, traveling the world, so ready to be done with his journey and pass the blade on. Came to be, though, that he did become the chosen of it at the end. Turns out. Even though there was a few other people along the way who qualified to hold the blade. Kind of like Thor's hammer, right? It wasn't the right time to give it to those people, so either they didn't want to accept it full time, or there was some plot reason why he didn't hand it over to them. So, and then like I said, at the end of the story, he ended up being the chosen. And that was not intended. I didn't mean for him to become the chosen one, but the DM kind of led it in that direction. Which is fine. There's a moral to that story somewhere. There's a lot of copper right here. We're in business. We're in the business. Do like a Jersey accent. The way I slip into that, there's like key phrases that help me slip into certain accents. So like originally to get into like semi sort of Irish accent, I'd have to say, look at the Irish, and suddenly I'd be talking like this, like I'm from, you know, somewhere else. And it's not entirely like that. But anyway, so the Jersey one is Alas Makakis. Yeah, right. What is it? You're from Jersey, I'm from Jersey. What exit? And suddenly I'm talking like I'm from Jersey, you know, got a little bit of an accent. We're talking like we're, you know, somewhere else entirely. So I had a whole character when I was a dungeon master, and he was oh, what are they? Like, I think they're called the Vistani. There are people in Barovia, the land of vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich. And so I made the Vistani people, I just decided for some reason to give them Jersey accents. So here we had this guy named Bowden. Bowden was from, the kingdom of Barovia. And, but Bowden, he was a very, very sweet guy. Very mystical guy. Never kind of knew what he was going to get up to. It was a lot of fun to play. A lot of the characters really, the players really enjoyed him. That they did. He's a very jovial fella. He was kind of fun to play. Had some insane characters too. Didn't really give him accents. I was just literally like laughing and cackling like a madman. That was fun. To a point. I'm trying to think, what are some other characters that have been fun? Being a DM's pretty fun because then you can play all these kinds of characters, but I played a character that was like James Bond meets Master of Disguise. If you've seen that corny movie. Who is it? Michael Myers. He plays the Master of Disguise. Is that it? And so it's this tiefling character. His name is Hadel Moonhorn, and he is suave and elegant in his normal attire and his form, which he doesn't want to reveal to anyone because he's also in hiding from a great dark evil. Being a tiefling child, his father made a pact with the devil and is now looking for him because he wants him to also serve the hells. But he doesn't want to do that, so that's why he took on a life of hiding, disguising himself as different people. So he uses magic like a hat of disguise and Shade Weave. Shade Weave is a magic item that lets you store different outfits in it. And so he uses the hat disguise to change his appearance to different races. And then he uses the Shade Weave to store outfits for those particular disguises. So that he can really fit in with them. And so he's got Old Man Alamar, who is really inspired by like Deckard Cain from the Diablo series, and so I can do an old man accent while I'm going along. And when I'm talking to the players, sometimes if I need time to think, we just what was I saying? Right, the fate of the world. Right, and so we just like can go into some silly antics if I need some processing time to like think about what I'm saying. But usually playing like high charisma, high intelligence characters, which is a fun niche to fall into. Like always helping the party drive the plot forward, or playing support roles for them rather than trying to be the heavy hitter. And yet somehow my characters always end up as one of the heavy hitters. I like glass cannons. Very like fragile. You can knock them over very easily, but but they do a lot. They do a lot of damage, and they bring a lot to the story. It's always good to prop up your allies, you know, give them their story moments and help them set them up. I mean, that makes some of the best storytelling when you get to see all the different character types at the table. Oh, missed some copper over there. Like I said, not too much of an exciting stream, but thanks for joining me anyway. Kind of a casual adventure as we go around making stuff for new players. Thought I'd ease myself back into streaming after being away ill. And we'll do something more exciting maybe tomorrow. We'll get back into Warframe. Hope I don't get motion sickness. Such a fast-paced game. Also, I'm not used to like that over-the-shoulder camera sort of thing. It's a strange view for me. I prefer like this third-person like back view. If there's a way to change like the camera angle from that, I would be ecstatic. See if we got some new players to pass some jewelry on to. Anybody new in town? Oh, Castrin of Mistallo. They definitely have purchased a pack. And they have jewelry. Forged by themselves, so they are a jeweler. I should set my own character description. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do a little bit of... Let's see, how do we do that? Bio. The war. Skills, title, biography. Alright, let's give ourselves a biography. Dimitrov the Shade Slayer. So titled as he. Shadow Slayer, right? They're not accepting Shade Slayer. Truth of the matter is much seeks to find companions. power of the shade sealed away. Destruction in faraway lands. The truth of the matter is much darker. Dimitrov seeks to find companions to help him keep the power of the shade sealed away. We'll leave it at that for now. It's the little bio we've got for now. Not much, but it's a start. Like I said, I want to produce some animations. It's been a while since I've done anything like that, but it will take some time and some effort. I'm going to look at some different programs that can kind of help with that I haven't had access to in a long time. Now I've got a big workhorse of a PC. I can do a lot more, render a lot more than I could in the past, and so we will explore that together. Toldir. Nargothrond. Yes, you have gear. You are prepared for the most part. This is about the time when we normally get off stream, around 11 o'clock, so we're going to give it just a couple of more minutes. I'm going to see if some new players pop in. I'll go ahead and make some jewelry so that next time I'm on, we can have this ready for them too. We still have a lot of copper bracelets. Got our copper rings and a copper necklace. And then we'll make some more earrings. Oops, am I making the wrong ones? No, well, I was about to, but... Alright, so we have one full set for 2 different players, and we can still make more. So let's go ahead and prepare. Let's see. Do 2 more copper rings. Okay. One more copper bracelet. Mm-hmm. 2 more copper earrings. Yeah, and we'll need 1 more copper necklace. Okay. Now we've got 3 full sets ready to go for new players. We'll just organize that to make it a little easier to know what's for what, who's for who, what, when, where, how, why. Mm-hmm. I'll do it like this. I had it like this the other day. Come on. There we go. It is cooperating now. Yeah, we don't have enough to make a full set for anyone else. So we're gonna make all of this polished agate and amethyst. We'll prepare that. Alright, you lovely people. I don't see any new players around. That one player, he's already equipped for the most part. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Again, kind of easing myself back into swing of things. Tomorrow night we'll be doing something a bit more exciting. So I hope you'll join me for that. Maybe Warframe, maybe a little more of this, but then we'll do like something more active like questing or something of that nature. Regardless, again, thank you for joining. I hope that you all have a wonderful night, or a morning, wherever you're at. And again, I really appreciate you joining me on this journey. So, with that, farewell, and may your light never fade. Bye, y'all.